the story is they were sending semen through the vents.
Yes, he would wrap it up in saran wrap, and she would use the monostat applicator
to shove it up. Yeah. He said it's like the Virgin Mary. That to me is crazy.
So she never seen him, and she had a baby with him? Like, how she know
what he looked like?
Right.
Well, maybe she can look him up, because sometimes they have computers. So
they get to have computer?
You think she's the smarter one?
Women are always the smarter one.
Yeah.
It was given women in STEM. I feel like they should get another sentence for stuff like that, though. Illegal transportation of semen.
Yeah.
Right? They did it a couple times before they were successful.
But there were a few abortions in there.
Oh, wow.
You see?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, the charges are racking up. Welcome back to another episode of the So What Now podcast with Dexty.
That was so professional. What up, y'all? We back. Hi. She's like, welcome. It's like an audiobook.
Okay.
Turn up. It's Monday. They back to work now?
I can't be professional, Carla.
We are not in corporate. We're trying to leave corporate, okay? We're trying to leave corporate, not stay corporate. What you mean?
Oh, I love you.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Well, today, let's just let them know kind of like what our mood is.
Okay.
We've been together all day because we were supposed to be recording.
Because Carlos
back there. Ooh, Jesus made us spend money and time that we actually had. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
Which is a big part of today's message, just thankfulness. We were supposed to record at 11 a.m., but they were having some technical issues with the building. The technical? Yeah, an elevator issue.
Yeah, I think that's technology.
That's very much technology. Yeah. So we were hanging around like downtown, so we decided to make it a content day.
Yeah.
So for like 4 hours, we did TikToks and found coffee shops and
we danced. We
danced outside.
We tried some new places here in downtown Orlando.
We did.
It was cool.
We had a good time.
Great day with you. I bought a new phone and an iPad because we got pushed to 1 and then he pushed us to 4 and we just like ran out of ideas. So we just went and spent money.
When I realized her phone, we were taking videos. I'm like, you don't have cinematic on your phone.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
And immediately she showed her big pussy. She said, do I need to upgrade? Okay. Take me to T-Mobile right now. I was like,
I'm a content creator. I need to have the content things. I need cinema on my phone and I need the iPad.
You need.
Now I have all the things. Nothing can stop me.
Nothing. So y'all should better be posting every other day now.
I am going to be posting.
Some content. She already has. So go ahead and follow her on social media. And I am trying to do outfit of the days.
I love them so far.
So, which means I have to shop more.
You're also like a very stylish person, low key. Like, and you don't like highlight that, but you are so stylish. Like, look at you. You look so cool.
I found this online. Somebody was wearing it online.
Not like that though. You put that shit on.
Oh, right.
Okay.
That's right. Y'all
it's in you, not on you. You put it on.
I got a little pin on the back of my thing. That is style.
Yes.
I was like, this needs some more shape. And I put a safety pin and found a hack on TikTok. Yes. Yeah. So that's kind of like what we did today. So we were like really hyped this morning and now we're kind of chilled. I smoked a few times. So now I get to hang out with y'all. I was turned up, but let's take it easy on this beautiful day. It's also Thanksgiving week.
It's Thanksgiving week.
So things are starting to slow down. Just period.
I love it.
The holidays.
I love the holidays. I'm so happy the holidays are finally here.
Yeah. So do you have any news to share and catch up?
Oh my gosh. Speaking of like what we've been through and stuff, let me tell you about my sleep lately. Okay? I'm trying to learn how to sleep on my back.
I couldn't understand that. The reason why is wild.
Because I'm getting older and I sleep on my side. I sleep on my left side all the time. And don't you dare zoom in when I say this. But I'm getting a line on that side of my face.
I think it's because you're a happy person and you smile a lot.
Yeah, so there's 2 things I'm going to do to prevent the wrinkles. I'm going to stop smiling. So nothing is funny from here on out. This is a very serious podcast. And 2, I'm going to learn to sleep on my back. So I've been struggling to sleep on my back. I just like every night I end up rolling over. I also like when I sleep on my back, I snore and I scare myself. I'm like, you ever had one of those? Like you're snoring so bad that you wake yourself up?
No, man, I do not snore.
That's what happens. So I invested in an anti-aging pillow that has these like cushions on the side that's supposed to stop me from rolling over. It didn't stop me.
That's like the kids that need to like not hit the wall.
Yeah. I'm just old and spending money. You know, that's really what it boils down to.
Okay.
But if I can't learn to sleep on my back, then I'm going to just have to go like, you know, do a facelift or something.
No, maybe you can do one of those like laser skin tightening.
For lines?
You don't need it.
I don't want to have to need it. I'm trying to be preventative. And so I see something happening and I'm trying to do something about it a natural way.
So you don't want to age gracefully.
Anyway, I'm not the only one getting old around here. What was your latest purchase, Carla?
Y'all, I didn't know. First of all, the way she laughed at me when I told her this on the phone, I didn't appreciate. So y'all know my knee, not the one that clicks, but the other one, has been hurting. So I went to like Jewett Orthopedics at the hospital, and they told me I was fucked up. They was like, we think you have a torn meniscus and all this stuff, and I am like, oh my God, I need surgery. So then, of course, I called Brittany. I said, I need to go to Grandpa Winters. So it's Dr. Winters, Tom Winters here in Orlando. He's like one of the top orthopedics for like all those athletes and the rich people. So I said, Tom, I got to come through. So I go through, and he checks me. He does a bunch of x-rays. My patella got something wrong with it. But what does that come with? The fact that also my feet go in. It's this whole thing that has to also do with the fact that you're getting older and your legs can no longer hold that pressure being put in there wrong. So I had to go get orthopedic shoes. But I got two news when I got to the place. He gave me a prescription for a insert for shoes. So every shoe I got to put this insert in. But then the insert didn't fit in none of my shoes that I have. Because I had to buy new shoes because now I was a size 9. Then I went to like a hefty 9.5, and now I'm at a stiff 10. And they made me buy Brooks sneakers, and I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was like New Balance.
No, not at all. Brooks are like old white man shoes.
I have not stopped wearing. When I put these boots on, I've been wearing Brooks for all day at home.
I need to see your Brooks.
You got to see. I didn't take a picture of them.
I need to see them.
So nice on my feet.
They probably feel good, but I'm sure they don't look good.
So what I do is I keep really big pants on. So it covering, you only see the front.
Just baggy big pants.
Yeah, but it was true. We were talking about this. These shoes are supposed to be good for you. They're not cute.
No, they're not. They come in. When I started walking earlier this year, I went and I invested in shoes because my ankles was hurting, And so I went to the walking store, and they have you walk on this pad and they measure your feet. I did have the same situation where they told me the shoe size that I was wearing was wrong.
So what's the right one?
We don't need to talk about those details.
Come on, anyway, it can't be. Did you hit 11?
So the shoes.
No.
And I have been wearing like a 9.5.
You always said we were the same size. I knew it because when I would put your shoes on, I'm like, bro, it's like, what is it? If we're the same size, you always said you were a 9.5. And then you would be like 10 pushing it.
Yeah. So they put me in 11, but I don't subscribe to that. I'm not allowing that into my life. So you're gonna have scrunched up toes forever. I'm still gonna wear my 9.5, except for when I'm walking. My walking shoes are the size that don't stop saying the number.
11, the show. It was meant to be. It's meant to be. That means you need to accept it, oh Bigfoot ass. 11?
Yes.
If you ever tell somebody, I'll shove my foot up your ass, that is a foot that hurts.
But the shoes are so ugly. Like, I don't know why they can't just do plain white shoes. Like, they all have to be like neon green with purple.
Purple and pink, blue and yellow.
The wildest, craziest colors. Like, who is wearing this color combination?
It's kind of like a caution sign out on the middle of the street. They want to know that we something wrong with our walking. Yes. And it's like, be careful with this old one.
Watch out, there's an old person right there. You can tell by the shoes. Okay?
That's it. It is kind of rude. But I will say they feel amazing.
They do.
So I'll show you. I promise you, we went through like 5 or 6 different pairs before I chose that one. Because I'm like, get me to the most normal looking.
No, they tried to give me Brooks and they tried to give me Asics. And I said, no, give me the New Balances. They offered me both of them. I was like, no, give me the New Balances. You got to have something that come in new. I just couldn't go to the other side. I just couldn't do it.
I never knew about Brooks, so I thought it was the coolest thing. I was like, Balenciaga, Brooks, how much does it cost?
No, next time you see an old white man look down, I promise you, he gonna have some Brooks on.
And I promise you, his knees and his hips are doing great.
And he gonna be like, hey, where'd you get your shoes?
Hopefully I can be like, at the bank. Let's go to yours. I'll show you where I can get some more. I don't know, like wherever you get yours, take me to buy some more because they are expensive. But anywho, if you're still here, we want to make sure that we incorporate womanhood, right?
Yes.
And we love women. We are. I think I am a girl's girl.
You are totally a girl's girl.
I'll fight a girl. I'll love a girl.
Oh my gosh.
Girls, all across the board. I just love girls. Like I love that when we went to the bar today, the first thing I asked the girl, I was like, are you a bartender or do you actually own the place? And she was like, actually, I own it. She's like, why did you think that? I'm like, because why wouldn't you own it?
Exactly.
You can own the place.
We can do everything.
We can do all the things. So I figure we would incorporate Woman of the Week every single week to just kind of, shout out someone that either we know that we want to talk about or someone that is doing great things on social media, like something excellent, like an excellent woman. So this week, we are going to give a Woman of the Week to suspense. Who's going to get it? Jenna Melberg. Yay! So Jenna's actually been on Pivot. She was on Shit I'm 30 as well. Jenna is a dear friend of mine. Love her, one of my besties. She owns Salon Catalyst, and then she also has Sun Cheaters. So she is the girl that spray tans us when we're glowing.
Yes.
Those pictures that were actually taken here in High Hello Labs, the photographer, but that bronze skin that you see on the both of us, like Dex was African American.
I don't have it right now. So let's not misrepresent Jenna. She does amazing work. I'm transparent right now. Yeah.
So yeah, she does all our wax. Well, mine. She's waxed me forever. Spray tanning. Like she's just so good at what she does.
Yeah.
And there's no time that you go to Jenna and you don't come out feeling like beautiful.
Beautiful. She has such a kind heart.
What? And it's like I used to text her and be like, can I put my vagina in your face? Just because, like, she's all in there waxing me. And I hear her tell this to everybody, so I actually don't know if it's true or not. She'd be like, you have such a beautiful vagina. You should be very confident.
Is that really what she says
when
she's waxing you? Oh, my goodness.
No, not while she's waxing you. Like, later on, she'll be like, if you ever feel insecure about anything, she'll be like, you have a beautiful vagina. And I'd be like, thank you. You're so sweet. And then when she spray tanning your butt naked, she's like, you are just beautiful. This is great. Oh, men should be just pay for this, girl. And I'm like, yes, keep spray tanning me. Like, you never not go there and not feel beautiful. And she works really hard.
Yeah, she's a great entrepreneur.
Oh, my goodness. I remember looking up to her. She's younger than I am. Mm-hmm. And I remember looking up to her when she's been an entrepreneur since she was 18. I don't think she's ever had a job.
That's awesome.
I don't think she's ever had a job.
I don't know how I ended up with a job.
Yeah, we just had to get one. I chose
the wrong path. I should have been following Jenna.
That's why she lives the life that she lives.
I love that for her.
Yeah, me too. So check out Salon Catalyst, Sun Cheaters. We will tag her in the description wherever you're listening because Jenna is that girl, and she's just gorgeous.
She is.
Ooh.
And if you guys have anyone that you want to recognize as Woman of the Week, hit us up in the DM on the So What Now pod on Instagram. As women, we pour so much into other people, and we rarely get our flowers while we're still around to receive them. And we want to be able to do that for you here on the So What Now pod.
Yes, I love that. I want to give them the flowers while they can still smell them.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we don't be writing what's it called? Spray painted shirts. R.I.P.
Okay.
All that. No, they can't smell it then.
All right.
I'm going to tell you I love you now. Okay, that went sideways.
What's going on in the news?
I don't know. You tell me. So we're going to move on to the Motherhood segment. This is the segment where we talk about either something that we have going on as, moms, which is everything. Mm-hmm. Wake up and go to sleep. But we usually find something in the news or, the Instagram streets or TikTok of a story that really stands out to us. And I'm going to tell you first why the story stood out to me.
Okay.
Because we had to, when I was younger, we didn't have to really much plan to get pregnant. It was like, oopsie. We didn't, somehow we were fertile whatever time. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just because we had more sex when we were younger because we had no responsibilities. But then as an adult, for me, I went to go try to have a baby and it was so difficult, right? Like you really have to wait for those 24 hours when you're up. And then I see a story like this one. So there is a woman. Actually, should I just play it?
Yeah, play it.
I'm just going to play it so you guys can hear what's going on. Basically, it's two inmates, a woman and a man who have never met each other, got each other pregnant and had a baby in prison. Mm-hmm. They've both been in jail.
For
murder. So, yeah, let's hear what we got going on here.
Link is locked up awaiting trial, charged with second-degree murder. Police say this is Link holding a gun after shooting her boyfriend in the leg, killing him. She has been an inmate at TGK for more than 2 years, but in June, Link gave birth to this baby girl.
She's a miracle baby. She's a blessing.
A miracle because Link says she's never met the father of her baby face to face.
I've never met him. It's crazy.
He was also a TGK inmate and, like Link, is charged with murder. The DNA results show inmate number 200147865, Joanne DePaz, is the baby's father.
This call is from the Miami Dade Metro West Detention Center.
So you guys have never physically touched each other?
Never. Like the Virgin Mary.
The big question here is, how did this happen?
Through the vent.
Link says she and DePaz started talking through AC vents in their cells.
You would knock on it and you can hear the people from the different...
So basically, the story is they were sending semen through the vents.
Yes, he would wrap it up in saran wrap. And she would use the monostat applicator to put it,
shove it up.
Yeah.
So the first time it didn't work, but within the first 5 times, it worked and she became pregnant.
Yeah.
He said it's like the Virgin Mary. A miracle. Do you know how hard the things you just went through? If you used half of that thought process when you were out, you wouldn't be in jail.
You would not be in jail.
You'd be up there with Elon.
I gotta say, when I was first listening to the story, I was like, oh, that's romantic. They're talking through the vents. Like, what a beautiful love story. But then when they started passing the semen and they had a baby, I'm like, how selfish are you?
Literally what I thought. They were like, he said he always wanted a baby, but now because they don't know, what's going to happen. He's like, it might never happen. So it was like, yeah, I wanted to give him a kid, but I'm like, you're never going to see this kid.
They are never, either one of them are never going to be able to be in that child's life appropriately and support that baby. That baby is in the system or with like some family member or something. Like, that is terribly selfish.
A little girl that's now like, oh, hey, so my parents are both murderers. There's a video within that same clip that shows her walking away with the gun after she had just killed her boyfriend.
I know.
She is ruthless.
Yeah.
Why? She shot him in the leg and he died. So maybe she didn't mean to kill him.
Okay.
I did think about that.
How do you I guess there's like
an artery.
Okay.
If you hit a main artery. So I don't think she meant to kill him.
No.
And she's still in jail waiting. So maybe at some point, but it was just extremely selfish. That part really upset me.
Terribly selfish.
And it also showed me how immature they are.
Like what? Like this fairy tale that you guys are living of like, oh, let's just have a baby. Let's just create a baby.
What?
We may not ever be out to see the baby because both of them are like still going to like awaiting trial or awaiting sentencing. Like it's like they don't even care about that.
It was like a puppy.
Consider that. Like, oh, let's just do something. This is fun.
Oh, what?
I don't know.
That to me is crazy.
So she never seen him and she had a baby with him? Like, how'd she know
what he looked like?
Right.
Well, maybe she can look him up because sometimes they have computers.
They get to have computer?
Sometimes they be having computer classes, I think. Well, that's jail. Maybe that's prison. No, jail, they have to have a study place where you do work because they go to school, right?
I don't know. And I don't want
to find out either. I mean, you know what one thing that I do want to do, I want to work with the juvenile system.
You do?
I do. With the badass kids.
What, like, how do you envision, like, what does that look like for you?
I think I would love to go into that system and talk to them. I feel like a lot of those kids just want someone to talk to them.
Okay.
From what I remember when I used to be angry, can somebody just talk to me? Okay. So I can tell you how fucked up my mama is. It was not fair, that punishment. Like, somebody listen to what I'm trying to say. So I feel like they just need someone to listen to them. A lot of them just don't have parents. A lot of them are products of 2 murderers.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of them. But
no, I'm saying, okay, you're right. It's not
possible.
A lot of them.
It's possible.
But it's like of murderers that went and put semen through and made a baby. And then now you're like, oh, my parent.
They're very resourceful, though, and kind of smart to even think of that.
To be so no, that's how they're dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb. Because semen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's crazy. It was his idea or hers?
It was his because he said he wanted a baby.
So he said he wanted a baby, but I feel like it probably was her idea to be like, okay, go ahead and, do this in the saran wrap and send it over to me.
You think she's the smarter one?
Women are always the smarter one.
Yeah.
It was given women in STEM.
You know what? She might have to come out. Because I told you, I don't think she meant to kill the boyfriend.
Maybe.
So she might be real smart. She was smiling so big in that call.
That's just like, I feel like they should get another sentence for stuff like that, though.
Ooh.
Right? Like, what kind of charge would that be? But like, they're violating some sort. I don't know.
There had to be the sending semen.
Yeah.
That has to be something
Illegal transportation of semen.
Yeah.
Right? They should get tack on like another couple years for something like that.
If anything,
and then like it's not child endangerment.
Yeah, because we talked to the Trump supporters before the semen even meet the egg. That's already a baby. So that is when the semen didn't make it. That's abortion. So now you have.
And they did it a couple times before they were successful.
But there were a few abortions in there.
Oh wow!
You see? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, the charges are racking up.
They're never coming out.
Yeah.
Lifetime.
Lock them up again. Lock them up again.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I don't know. I found that interesting for this week just because it
did they say, I don't know what the video said, but they're from, I wonder if people can guess.
Where are they from?
Can you, no, don't look. Guess where they're from.
Okay, me guess first?
Yes, you guess, because I know.
I'll say Texas.
Really?
Yeah. Okay,
baby.
Let me see. Hold on. What was their names?
They are from
Where do you
here.
think
they're from Miami, Florida. And
what?
they're locked up in Dade County. Yes,
no.
ma'am.
But you know what?
Of
Texas
course.
and Florida are cousins.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. We're one of the same.
They're from here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Florida man.
Yeah.
Florida woman. How a baby through a vent. Wild.
Very wild.
I love that for them. Okay.
'Tis the season to be thankful.
Yes.
So I want to, in our Womanhood segment this week, I wanted to spend some time talking about gratefulness and being thankful. Just everything that comes with that. I guess we can start with like sharing some stuff that we're thankful for.
Yeah. You go first.
Okay. So right now I am thankful for time. Right now in the season that I'm in and what I have going on in my life, I'm realizing how valuable time is with me trying to balance like corporate America with like doing this thing with the podcast, with me having limited time with Michaela because she doesn't live with me, with like us just having able to have like this fun sporadic day out of the blue that Carlos blessed us with by pushing back the podcast. Like, yeah, I'm just so thankful for time. And I know that just feels like real big and like, oh, I'm trying to be deep. But like I've really been reflecting on that because I feel like I have such little time to do all the things that I want to do.
I keep hearing this in my head all the time as like the days pass because one more day is one less day here on earth, right?
Yeah.
And it's like we have more sunrises behind us than we have ahead of us.
Especially at my age.
I mean, depending on how old you think you'll go, but even the best sunshines are like behind us.
No.
More of them. I think we have the
Yeah.
best ones coming forward, but it's like we'll have more of these great wake ups. Essentially, our youth is running out, and that could be another 20, 25, 30 years for us. We could still be good at 70. I think we could still be nice and strong and healthy at 70, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
So it's like now we really have to be working for our next, 5-6 years today.
Yeah.
To see how we feel then.
Yeah. I'm just realizing how precious time is, and I'm so thankful to have it.
And you don't realize that when you're on the go, on the hustle mode.
Right.
Hustle,
Exactly.
hustle. You can't take a step back.
No.
And also survival mode.
Exactly.
When you're on survival mode, you don't realize that time is moving and it's moving really fast.
Yeah.
And you're not enjoying the journey. But I think that's also when people say enjoy the journey.
Yes.
So even the dark days, like right now, something that I am grateful for, I will say, which has to do with time also, is being able to have the help for Psalm.
Yes.
I am like, my goodness, Sierra, as he calls her, is such a blessing. Like she fits right in the house.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it was a white lady? Who would have thought, seriously, like for me to have a white woman in my house 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I really think she's so cool.
She is. She's awesome.
She's so awesome with him. But even with that, I'm trying to enjoy the journey because I'm in a really rough season with Psalm.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a toddler stage plus, the sprinkle autism. So it's just double hard. But it's like, I'm not going to get this again.
No.
This is going to be gone. Psalm is really going to have a girlfriend one day and not want to talk to me. He's going to drive one day, in Jesus' name, he will drive. He'll be completely functional. He'll go to the NBA and take care of mama. You know what I mean? He gonna be my little LeBron. So whatever it may be, I'm trying to enjoy that journey. And it's like sometimes I just sit down in a corner. Like, money can be made later. Because
Yeah.
I remember when I had him, I was in such a rush to get back to work. But I also know I was dealing with a broke man. So money didn't quite stay. It was fickly.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure my money was good
Yeah.
all the time. So I was in that survival mode because in the back of my mind, I knew he wasn't going to give me the lifestyle that I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back to work, but I wish I could have sat back a little more. I was okay. I could have sat back a tiny bit more and be like, chill out, but I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not going to get that baby stage with him again, and I'm not going to get this badass toddler stage either. So let me appreciate it now, because I ain't having no more babies. And earlier you said that to somebody.
No, I'm not.
Last night. No, to me, about me last night. Remember the meeting?
Carla.
You said, she find the right one, she might have another one.
Listen, you still believe in this like whole huge fairy tale. Like if you get with the right one, you will have another baby. I totally see it. On a recent recording, I don't know, like you even said on this podcast,
I love
like,
being a mom.
yes, you do.
But I'm not a billionaire.
Right. Child.
And
you would have another baby. And plus, I don't take your word for things like that no more. Not after you went against the plan. We had a plan for about, 7 years. We had a plan that the girls were going to grow up and we would be done. And so, child, please, I ain't saying you.
You keep your legs closed.
What's
well, they open, but just can't have
that might seem insignificant or like tiny that you find yourself being thankful for.
I mean, it's not tiny because it's a big body.
Yeah.
But my truck.
Oh, you love your truck.
I love my truck, but there are so many times that I'm driving and I'm just, thank you, God, for my car.
Yeah.
Thank you that it turns on. Thank you that it's taking me to the gas station to go spend some more money to put in it, you know? But my car, like sometimes I'm like, I have a nice car. I think about often like, they haven't repoed it. The money came out of the account. It's on auto pay. Thank you, Lord. You know, it's getting paid. I don't think sometimes we get into that routine of like, we just get in our car. We've had a car forever. Mm-hmm. Most people, regardless of what car it is.
Yeah.
And you have a vehicle. So if you have a car, something to be thankful for. That's something sometimes for me, I'm like, you're so silly. But then at the same time, I'm like, no, I'm really grateful for it. And I like rub the steering wheel.
Yeah. I'm thankful for ChatGPT.
Girl.
I use ChatGPT. It's kind of embarrassing.
Girl.
It's like, bitch, do you even think for yourself at this point?
So you do, because I talk to it. I tell it, it'd be a long paragraph.
It has a huge profile on me. I'd be like, tell me how to tell this person to fuck off in the most professional way.
Do you really tell it that?
Yeah.
You have said that?
I haven't said fuck off. I'd be like, how do I say XYZ and make XYZ clear? Without coming across rude or unprofessional. Like, I loves me some
and
ChatGPT.
It does that. That's a great prompt, actually.
Oh my gosh.
What did you ask
Do you
me?
ever tell ChatGPT to like write in a certain voice?
No.
Girl, one time I told it that the message would be coming from a Black woman and it used the word sister. And I said, you need to cut it out.
With an ER or AH?
Oh, no, it's ER. It was like something sister, something. I said, no.
Cut it out.
You doing too much.
Cut it out. That's probably something that one of them Tesla robots would say. Be like, you're Black today. You know how Siri
and
change it?
I think I did that because like it gave me a response on something and I had to let it know, like, but no, like for the extra flavor or like it's coming
and
from.
Then you said extra flavor.
No, but I was like, this is coming from a Black woman. And then like it rewrote it and said sister.
No, I've never told it. I always tell it to make it sound professional or less professional, like make it more personable. These people, I do know them. Or this one, it's like, I don't know them at all, but I want to seem like fun. But then it just like does some stupid words. And I'm like, I would never say that.
I know, but I gotta say, I'm thankful for ChatGPT. They probably gonna like take over the world with the AI and stuff. They coming for us all. And I'm just gonna let them. I'm giving them all the information. I had to write me a meal plan. Like, ooh, child, let's be some ChatGPT.
So actually, I thought about that this morning.
Yes.
Because, I want to do my meal plan. And I'm like, oh, you said to put in
your age, put in your weight, put in your goal weight, put in like how active you are. If you're not active, you can even say, I don't want to have fish in the plan or like whatever. Like
whatever ingredients you do.
Yeah, exactly. And you can, and it'll tell you exactly what to get. And it'll give you like down to the recipe if you want it to. Yeah, it's really cool.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it because I want to do, like I told you, like prepping, not meal prepping, but knowing what I'm going. What would that be called? Just me writing down on Sunday.
Meal planning?
Meal planning, yes. I want a meal plan. That way I'm not, oh my God, I'm hungry. I got to make dinner. What am I going to make? And then I make hot dogs.
You make hot dogs a lot.
I love hot dogs. I don't buy them often because when they're there, I make them.
I only like a hot dog if it's off the grill.
So
like I like it burnt.
Okay, so this is what I do. So I get the pan and I put some water in it, right? So then they start in there with water, but then the water eventually goes away.
Yeah, like evaporates.
Yes, and then now it starts getting crunchy on the outside, and it's so good.
I might need to write that recipe down. I'm cooking for my family for Thanksgiving. You know that, right? Child, they done messed up, child.
I can't. I told you no, and I was dead serious. I don't think. Did you think I was kidding? I really think you should go to Lechonera and like.
I think it's too late.
No, you can do it up to the day before.
But I'm not gonna.
You making a turkey?
No, I'm intimidated by a turkey because like. There's stuff you're supposed to take out of the booty.
Yeah, the neck. It's not the booty.
That's not the booty?
It's the,
It's the vagina? Like it's under the turkey.
I think it's by the neck. You go through the neck.
That part is no, because the feet the legs are back there. That's the booty.
It's the neck. It's the head. It's where they the neck off and then they stuff everything in.
But you're pulling it out of the back.
Are you pulling it out of the top? It's through the shoulders.
No, man, the feet.
Because it's put like this. It's turkey like this.
Right.
Okay,
and the wings. So the wings are up here. Don't you pull it from the bottom?
I've made turkeys. You haven't. You're pulling it through the neck.
Okay, and I gotta pull all that stuff out of there.
I'm
afraid to do that. And then to make it good, you gotta go under the skin with the butter and stuff. No. So I think I'm gonna get turkey wings and turkey legs.
I think you should order a turkey. You ordered
It's too late.
No, it's not.
Everyone's sold out.
I'm telling you, the Spanish place. And you will get actually a bomb-ass turkey.
I might order the meat from the Spanish place.
You should.
Gotta give me the phone.
And
you gotta call them and order for me, bitch. Them people do not speak English. They have a thriving business, and I call them, and they be like, hola, and I be like, hello. They like, hola. You call in here, you want to do business with us? Hola, ¿cómo estás?
No,
and I'm like, comer pollo.
No, it's chicken.
Okay, how do you say turkey?
Pavo.
Oh, huh?
Pavo.
Pavo.
Yeah, P-A-V-O.
Pavo.
But what's the pavo?
Pavo.
Pavo.
Yo soy pavo. Right?
No, you just said you're a turkey.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, you got to call and make the
I
order
can call him.
me.
It takes 2 seconds.
Okay. I might take you up on doing that. But I do feel like I should know how to make collard greens. I do. I feel like I don't know how to. It's never something I would want to or volunteer to, but I feel like I should be able to put that card on the table if I needed to. But
Dex,
I don't know where to start.
what makes you think that you should know how to make collard greens?
Because I'm a Black woman?
That does not all Black is equal. And not all Black do the same thing.
True. Well, I want to have some kind of skills, you know?
Cornbread. Out the box.
That's in the box.
Yes.
Okay. But I also want to know how to make dressing or stuffing. I think
that's
people call
easy.
It different things.
I can teach you how to make that.
Okay, but it's just bread, right?
It comes in a pack. Get the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, get the bag.
So those are two things that I want to know how to make.
I don't think you should learn how to make collard greens for Thanksgiving.
But when else would I do it?
Any other time.
There's
364
my mind
other
is
days.
going to be on to something else.
No, don't do collard greens.
That's their fault. They put me in this position.
Okay. All right. I'm going to support you on your collard greens, but I will say you don't love your way around the kitchen.
No.
I feel like if you could do anything you want.
Yeah.
But I just feel
I'm crafty. The hot glue gun.
Yes,
I feel like if I could,
it's
just
not the
throw
same.
some seasonings in there.
No.
But there's a collard green seasoning I could buy, right?
Mm-mm. You have to then do either the ham, the turkey neck, or you need to do bacon. So you're going to do a turkey neck or you're going to do a bacon?
Good question.
And
I don't know. Them people going to eat and they're going to like it or they're not and they won't ever ask me to do it again. So either way we win.
No, for Thanksgiving, I don't think I'm doing anything. I told you this year I'm burnt out and I'm going to take my own advice, which I said, what I've been saying before. I've been telling people you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah,
you don't have to do anything extra. So I don't have to.
You don't have to.
I don't have to do Friendsgiving. I don't have to cook for anybody at the house. I mean, my children. So I was like, maybe Ayana loves mac and cheese. Mm-hmm. So her and I can just have a bonding day. I'm like, hey, crack open a bottle of wine. You want to have a drink with your mama. And then some go play with the dirt outside.
Yeah.
You know? And I just want to stay home.
Yeah. That does sound like a nice day.
Yeah. In pajamas.
Yes. That sounds like a beautiful day.
We'll play some games. I don't want to see anybody. No. I don't want to.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you don't have to.
No.
You don't have to feel obligated to do anything like that.
And I don't feel like if you're listening, you don't have to do anything for Thanksgiving. Like, I want to be thankful for that mortgage that's getting paid. So I'm going to enjoy the mortgage. That internet that I pay for, let me enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, that Netflix is the only app that I pay for. And they keep going on price. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to enjoy that Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy that the entire world is pretty much shut down and no one's going to be emailing me or asking for something.
Yeah, you're going to have a nice, quiet, slow day, just you and your babies. That sounds beautiful.
It ain't going to be too slow because Slom's going to be home. But, you know.
It's always exciting when Slom is home.
Yeah, there's something always going on. He has a new thing now where he just screams for no reason. And the therapist there said today that I need to reduce the tension. I said, well, ignore him? She said, yes. She always says, reduce the tension. I'm like, bet, ignore him. That's what we're doing.
Reduce the
And whenever
tension.
he goes poop, she says, when he's BMing for bowel movement. During BMing time, and I'd be like, all right. I'm like, he is shitting. That's what he is doing. But no, it'll be eventful, but it's cool. Hopefully he won't be doing little scream stuff. I got to ignore him. Reduce the tension.
So speaking of the kids, do you feel like our kids should be thankful for the things that we do for them?
Yeah. Thankful, grateful, kiss my big toe.
Really?
I think absolutely. You should be, and it might not just be because we gave them to them, but yeah, you should be grateful that you have the parent that you have, because when you look to your left and sometimes you look to your right, you have peers that don't have any of this.
Yeah.
Either because the parent is not there or they're unable to, or they passed away or they're abused, whatever it may be. You have to be grateful for everything you have, from the smallest thing to the roof. So when you start thinking, I think thanking God for me, it's like, thank you for a roof. Thank you for being able to provide it with my job. Thank you for my employees that they show up. My kids should be like, thank you for my mom who provides my life.
I mean, for me, I feel like I would hope that Michaela is grateful just from learning, from seeing me model gratefulness. But like at the same time, like the things that we do for them, like they didn't ask to come here, right? Like we brought them in this world.
Confusing the two things. It's like, do they owe us?
Yeah.
For
yeah,
what
do
we're
you
doing?
think they should be grateful? Like, do they owe us gratitude for the things that we do for them?
Absolutely.
I
think
so.
you need to be grateful for this, but you don't owe me anything.
But when you make them feel like, when you say to them that like they should be grateful, that means that they should be, like, when you're grateful for something,
you're grateful that you have that you have it. Period. I'm great. My kids should be grateful that they have. That there's gratitude in having your mother present.
But I don't think it's required. Are you grateful for your mother?
Not with the bullshit she be doing. I'm grateful that she, did the nasty.
But you don't.
I'm
think
grateful for the years that.
You don't think when you say that to Ayana, that makes her feel like she's.
Don't we tell our kids you're being ungrateful?
Not for things that I do.
I bought you an iPad. You broke it. You're ungrateful.
No, I would say that you're being, you're not being careful. You're being reckless. But I don't think that comes from, oh, I don't give a fuck that she got this for me. I'm going to break it.
Well, see, with Ayana, it was, especially when my dad was around, she would get stuff just from the pawn shop, right? She was never grateful for the things that she had because it came at a surplus. So it was like, she would break her iPhone, my dad would go buy her a new one. She would, lose jewelry and diamonds, and it's like, it's okay. You're not grateful for the things that are being given to you. Yeah. So I feel like gratitude is something you should have as a person.
Yes, you should have it
as a person. And if you're not grateful for something, then you take it away. And it's like, if she wasn't grateful for you, I don't think she would be respectful, because you don't respect things that you're not grateful for.
Yeah. I don't think it's a requirement, though. I think it's something that, like, you raise them to be grateful for things in general, but not necessarily grateful for you.
I don't know. I feel like we're saying the same thing, but then not.
Like, I would never say to her, like, you should be grateful for something that I'm doing for you, or you should be
I
grateful
don't think
for...
I would say it, because then that would be like...
You would say that if they break a toy, they're being ungrateful.
No. It was for me, when I'm thinking about it, it was when Ayana was younger, because Psalm doesn't really know that difference yet. It was as she got older. It's like you're not taking a second and realizing the things that you have.
Yeah.
You need to respect the things, that you need to take care of better things, and you become ungrateful when it's a pattern of like, whatever, you don't care about anything. You're not grateful for what you're being afforded.
How do you think they learn gratitude?
By example.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's leading by example. If I'm showing that I'm reckless with my things or I'm messy, my daughter is just as messy as I am.
Do you feel like you ever modeled ungratefulness in front of her? Or it really just came from just like the amount of things that your dad used to give her? Like,
she's been very spoiled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like, and I wonder if you agree or disagree, that someone can be like too grateful. Like, I feel like sometimes it's just like...
Too grateful?
Yeah, because it's like you actually earned that, if that makes sense.
Okay, from a child standpoint?
Yeah.
Yes. You can earn it, but then there's like, I'm so grateful that at least wherever she's getting it from, they have the means for it. So sometimes when I'm like, oh, I'm grateful for my car, or when you have a job, like let's say you have a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You earned it. You worked 9 to 5 to get that check to be able to pay for that car. But I'm also grateful that that place is still in business. Yeah. You know, that my manager still allowed me to keep my job, because especially here in Florida, you can get fired for whatever. So there's still gratitude for the things above. And then at the end of the day, I think gratitude, which is love, which is for me, it will go to the Most High. So it goes up and up and up to like, thank you, Jesus, for allowing for all of these blessings to come down and trickle down to me.
Yeah. So I've been reflecting on gratitude a lot, and kind of like, okay, moving it away from the kids, but like thinking about us as being grateful. So for where I am in my life right now, I'm thinking about like making a big change when it comes to like my career. And so there's certain people in my life who will say things like, oh, like, you should be grateful because you have such great benefits through your job. Or you should be grateful because you have all this flexibility through your job. So then I get conflicted and start feeling down about like, okay, like, I'm miserable right now. Does that mean that I'm ungrateful? At one point in my life, this was something that I strived for. And so you start to get down about that.
Oof. That actually gave me chills, because it reminded me, and if you remember, to when I quit corporate.
Yes.
Do you remember how negative my ex was?
Yes.
And I've had conversations with him recently where he's like, I just didn't understand.
Right.
He goes, I'm glad you didn't listen to me and you kept going. But I had just gone to school.
Yeah.
Got a degree, graduated, got the job that I wanted, finessed my way into almost $100,000. I'm 26 at the time. And then he's like, now you just got this, and now you want to do what?
Yeah.
I graduated 2017, quit 2018.
Yeah. So in thinking about that and like reflecting on it, I'm like, the people in your life who are saying this, one, they're coming from a place of complacency.
Fear.
They're coming from a place of fear. And low key, some of them are probably coming from a place of thinking that you don't deserve this thing that you have. And that person might even be your own self-talk. Because I'm like, I've said that to myself as well. Like, oh, you should be so grateful for this thing. Like, why do you want more? But those people saying that to you, or you saying that to yourself, is coming from a place of limiting. You can have complex emotions. You don't have to just be grateful. That doesn't mean that you can't be unhappy. That means that you want to strive for more.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting more.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But I feel like there is a part of society that thinks that you shouldn't want more, but also it's other people putting their limiting beliefs of themselves onto you, which has happened to me time and time again from when I was growing up. I've always wanted more. And yes, my more sometimes sounds crazy. Yeah. And I can admit that I have some wild dreams that I want, but I also know that we can manifest anything and everything that we want.
Yes.
And I've seen myself do it. So if I want $100,000 months, I'm going to get $100,000 months.
Exactly.
And people are like, they are dreaming for $60,000 a year. And I'm like, I want $100 a month and I'm going to do it.
Yeah. You can be grateful and you can still be ambitious.
That doesn't sound crazy to me.
You don't have to be one or the other.
No.
Like, we're complex human beings. We can do both of those things.
And there could be someone out there that doesn't want that.
Yeah. The other thing about it is you don't have to be grateful for that job. You weren't given that job. You worked hard for that job.
Mm-hmm.
You studied for that degree, if it's the degree. So be grateful for the resiliency in getting the degree. Be grateful for the discipline in going to the gym to getting that body. Be grateful. So it's
you talk to yourself.
Girl, I've been talking to myself. I'm
you
like,
went to
Dex,
the gym for that
be
body.
grateful for the attributes that you possess that got you here, not necessarily this external thing that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're grateful for this just singular external thing, you're going to stop yourself here.
You know how some people say, I didn't grow up poor. You know, thank God. Because I didn't grow up poor. But you know when some people say that when they grow up in the hood, they're like, their motivating thing is like, I don't want to be broke again.
Yes.
Like, I can't go back to the hood. I need to do more. Sometimes for me, I'll look around and I'll be like, I don't want to end up there.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can watch someone have just a really negative mentality and not be able to get themselves out of a box. Or you see someone struggling real bad, stuck in the same cycle of the same job. And you're like, I don't want that. And that sometimes gives me the fire that I need. But then I realize not everybody is that ambitious.
Yeah.
Some people just want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's fine.
Oh, it's fine, but I can't do it.
That's
so
fine,
when you want more, you have to put yourself around people that want more, and you have to limit yourself being around people with limiting beliefs of themselves.
Exactly.
Because that shit is contagious. Being a bum is contagious. So you have to be careful who you keep around you.
You can't keep people around you who have limiting beliefs.
If I tell you I want to make 100,000 and you bat an eye like, whoa, I can't be around you.
No, you can't.
I don't think I have that one friend around me that, like, when I say wild things, they don't believe me. We'll talk about it later, but I said I want to go skydiving on a Tuesday. Yes. On Sunday, we were out. You know, it's like, if I said it, I want to do it. I'm going to do it. Just support me. It's going to get done.
Yeah. So the message is, just because you want more does not mean that you are ungrateful for what you have.
No. And I can understand where you're coming from. I feel ungrateful at times when I want more, like you said. And then I'm like, you have enough.
Yeah.
You have enough. You do have really good benefits. Wildly good benefits. Entrepreneurship is ghetto. It is ghetto, but it is not impossible. Right. And you're a healthy woman.
Yeah. But when people say that to you, or even, again, when you do that self-talking, you say it to yourself, you get afraid. Okay, what if I go after this other thing and it's not as great as I thought it was going to be? I'm going to miss this one thing that I have. You can go get that back.
Right back.
Just like you got it before, you can go get it back, baby. And again, it's not you wanting more because you're ungrateful. Be grateful for the attributes that got you this
you could be greedy, though.
There.
There's a big difference between, like, wanting more and being greedy.
Okay, so let's get into, so how do you identify that?
The people that want to get to the top, no matter how they get there.
Okay.
I feel like that's when greed comes into play. When they step on people's toes, when they just do real nasty work to get to where they're getting. That to me is greed. When the humanity aspect of it is, I just want more, I want more, I want more. Yeah. And you're not doing anything with it. You're not enjoying your time. You're miserable. By that time, that's how you know. I've never met a greedy, happy person.
That's true. That's true. Because you're never satisfied.
Never
it's like
satisfied.
Me with ice cream. I gotta have more. I gotta have more. I gotta try all the flavors. So just to like wrap the segment up, really like just, you know, be gentle with yourself. Recognize that you're a complex creature. You can have more than one emotion. It's okay to be ambitious.
For sure.
You don't have to be complacent. Don't let other people or even the negative self-talk scare you into not making that next move. For settling, for being grateful for what you have at
You're
the
like
moment.
A motivational speaker, bitch.
No, girl, I've been like really reading into this. Like I've been so conflicted and so sad. Like, yes, girl, sad. Because I have people very close to me who will like make a comment like, wait, you get this benefit? Oh my God, I wish I had that. Like, but
and
it's like,
could.
I fucking worked for that, bro. Like, I worked for that. Like, nobody gave that to me.
But it's not even that. It's like, I wish you could. Like, if I wanted to have your benefits right now.
Yeah.
Like, if I really, it's great that you have them. But if I wanted to, I can go and find me a job application and find me a job that offers those benefits. I could probably get one tomorrow.
Yeah. No, but like,
no.
People be like, you be like, oh my gosh, I stubbed my toe. They be like, oh, you better be lucky. You could lose your whole foot. Like, calm down, bro. You're freaking me out.
That's too much. But I think that also stepping into entrepreneurship and stepping into wanting more, it's now you're in a very small percentage of humans that want to do those things or that even believe those things are possible.
Yeah.
So it's their own insecurities and you can't let those touch you. If you want it, you can have it.
Yeah. And again, like some of it's been some self-talk too. So I have to be careful with like what I'm saying to myself because again, like I remember those type of comments being made when I was younger. That's why I asked you the question about the kid. Like you should be grateful. Like when like you don't want to finish your food, right? Or the food tastes nasty. You should be grateful. Like kids in Africa are starving and stuff. And
I've definitely said that before.
Kids in Africa can be starving and your food could be nasty, Ma. Like two things could be true. That don't mean I'm ungrateful. Like this is liver, bro? Liver?
Oh no, something like that. That is not cool.
Yeah,
like no.
But I'm learning like that's where I got that self-talk of like you need to be happy for grateful for every little thing that you have and like going for that next thing.
I can see that being different. I think for me it's like I've said it to Wayana during our arguments, but it's like when we get to the end, like we're fighting about something and she has everything and she's complaining about this. I'm like, bro, you have everything you want and you're still upset with me. Like you're being ungrateful that you asked me for all of this and I asked you to wash the dishes and now that was on fire.
Yeah. For me, it was you should be grateful versus you worked so hard for that. You deserve that.
So deserving and feeling worthy of things to me is still difficult to accept, especially the worthiness of stuff or like, do I deserve? And I still struggle with that when it comes to like my love life.
Yeah.
Like, do I deserve
really
what it is that I want? It might be not real, but that's
for another episode. But real quick, you definitely deserve it. But before we wrap up, I want to hear about what's making you feel good this week.
Yes, our feel good segment. So like I mentioned before, I was getting my hair did with Jazz. And there's one thing that I've been wanting to do. And actually, it's part of my gratitude because I've been wanting to skydive my entire life.
Interesting.
So you had to wait till you were 18. So my dad said he would do it with me. He was younger then. And then I got pregnant. So I had her a couple of days after my 18th birthday. So obviously 18th birthday skydiving didn't happen. Then you're a mom and you do your whole thing. So it was going to be when I turned 30. My dad's usually pretty dramatic. So he decides to and die like right before I turned 30.
Very dramatic of him.
So dramatic. He was like, I'm going out on Father's Day just so you know I don't want to skydive. And it's like, wow. You could have just said you didn't want to go and pay for mine. But yeah, we were supposed to go when I turned 30. He dies a couple months prior. Obviously, like world gets turned upside down and gets put off. And then I say it all the time, but I don't do it. So Jazz was like, I just went a couple of weeks ago. I said, did you love it? She goes, I loved it. She's telling me about it. And literally as we're there, I'm like, Sunday, what are you doing? And she's like, nothing. I'm like, Jenna, can you watch the baby at the bottom? And then she was like, sure, yeah. And then they told you and you tried to talk me out of it for
I tried to make
till we got there. She tried to get out of it also of coming by trying to babysit her
I tried to it was desperate times. I was like, I called my sister, do you want me to babysit today? I totally can. She was like, yeah. And then she was like, well, actually, she has a sore throat. While you were on the phone with me, like trying to make me go, I was like, this is a sign. I got to go.
She's like, we're scheduled for like 2 years from now.
Yeah. I was very upset, though, because like my hairdresser and one of my best friends jumping out of a plane at the same time. Imagine my life.
It would be in shambles. But that would never happen because I just knew like that's not going to happen. We're safer up in the air than we are driving. It's something that if I go out that way, all right.
That's a kind of cool way to
it's
go out.
It's actually a pretty cool way to go out. Like,
a bit dramatic, like your dad, but okay.
No, it was nerve-wracking. But if you've been thinking about skydiving, man, do it. It was so dope. I only got nervous, like I was telling you, when I was about to get off because it's like, are you doing it right way? Like, make sure you don't fuck anything up of holding the parachute the wrong way or your hands wailing, whatever. I look crazy in the video. My nose is all the way open. It's like, ah. But then it was 90 seconds free fall at 120 miles an hour. And the second we passed the second set of clouds, he popped the parachute. And that's when you guys were able to see us. And it was so good. It was so good. Towards the end, tears just came down because I'm like, damn, I did it.
Yeah.
And also, dang, it's over. It was quick. It was like a total like 10 minutes.
Question. So you went through a cloud?
Yes,
Can you feel a cloud? I've always wondered that. Like, does it feel like
it
anything?
felt cold, but it was also, it just felt colder up there, I guess.
Yeah.
As we came down.
It is amazing.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. We're like, there's Daytona and there's this. And that's where the rockets go out of that we hear about all the time. And yeah, it was so nice. And then I come back down to find out that Psalm has traumatized you and Jenna.
Mm-hmm.
Traumatized.
I was like, you know what? Maybe the plane wasn't so bad. He just wanted to we were waiting next to a plane and he just wanted to get on the plane. He was curious. That's all.
He was like not having it. And then I took my harness off and he's like, my turn.
It was so sweet. As soon as like we could see you coming down and we like pointed you out, he was like so calm. He was like, mommy, and like just like chilled out. Like
wanted to see me.
Yeah.
He's obsessed, but so am I.
Yeah.
We're obsessed with each other. We just be looking at his therapist be looking because he'll just sometimes stare at me like smile. And I'm like, I love you too. And then he does something stupid. I'm like, oh, get out. But yeah, skydiving is something that I really, really recommend. It's an adrenaline. My therapist already told me to go again. Yeah.
We might need to report her to the board.
Yeah, she said, go again. If that's how you get your adrenaline, but at $250. So there's an open invitation to any skydiving places out there. If you would like to sponsor me to go, we will videotape it. I will post it. I will be your spokesperson to go once a week.
Yeah, and I'll wait at the bottom.
Yes. Yeah. Some ain't coming again until you get a little bit older because he really wants to jump out that plane.
He wants to, for real.
He wants to go.
Yeah.
But I will definitely take anyone that wants to take me skydiving. I will sponsor the heck out of your business because I want to jump off of another plane. But $250 each time, I have to wait like another month.
Yeah.
Just to say it's okay. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money for a 90-second fall.
Yeah, it is. Well, that wraps up this episode right before Thanksgiving and our gratitude time of So What Now. Make sure that you're following us on all social medias, the So What Now pod. And I'm Carla Wilmaris.
I'm Dexty.
Make sure you rate and review. Send it to Eric. I want to start reading these reviews.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll
do that.
And don't forget to check out Jenna at Salon Catalyst or
Sun Cheaters
here. Check out her information. And if you want to learn how to spray tan, she'll like teach you and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't even need a certification. That's something actually really cool that I learned about her. You don't need to go to school to be a spray tanner.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah, no. And you get the certification and then you do it and you make a lot of money.
All right. That wraps up our time here at Hi Hello Labs. Carlos is kicking us out right now. We'll catch you guys next time on the So What Now podcast.
Bye.